I'm finally ready to talk about the Charlie Kirk situation. So as far as what's going on, everyone's just lying. I think it's pretty obvious and blatant to see that everyone is putting on a show, doing the most, and lying. Candace is lying. His wife is lying. Mr. T is lying. Everyone is just lying about it, really. I think it goes a lot deeper. I think it has to do with, the wars and whatnot that's going on. But I also really think it has to do with him speaking the truth. The truth of it is that Charlie went against the narrative of what he was saying. And listen to me closely. People who are, I guess, like, in a class of, like, celebrity class or, like, well-known, whatever, well-known people who speak out, who are truth sayers, speakers, things like that, usually at the place, like, the height where Charlie was at is usually controlled up. Like, Candace Owens is a controlled up. She's controlled opposition. That's what she is. She is placed there, deliberately placed there. And Charlie was too. A lot of the things he said was definitely truthful. A lot of things that Candace says, truthful and things like that. But that doesn't mean that the source is correct where it's coming from, right? And it doesn't exactly mean that it's coming with 100% authenticity. It's just not where it's coming from. But Charlie really went off, and he started really saying the truth, laying things down, and he could not follow the rhetoric that they had placed for him. And Ben Shapiro, whatever, all those other people too, it's really controlled up. Yeah, I agree with things that they say to a certain extent, and they speak truth on certain things, but they're all lying about Charlie. And the truth is he said too much. He said too much. He said the truth, and it did cost him his life. And I think maybe this was meant to scare us, but really it's just like awakened us more. And I think it's also meant to push a political narrative. Politics is stupid. It's not real. It doesn't exist. Like, if you believe in politics as a Christian, like, there's a delusion there that you need to, work through. And I say that in, like, the kindest way possible. I'm not trying to be rude or mean, but politics is, it's the bird, right? And it's two wings of the same bird. It is. That's what it is. So Charlie spoke the truth on some things. He was part of controlled op too. He did a lot of great things, sure. Candace Owen, she says a lot of great things, sure, but it's all the same thing. You really gotta, at the end of the day, go ask the Holy Spirit, ask God, talk to Christ. You really need to have discernment in these days. We are towards the end times, but it's a shame what happened to him, but it's not gonna scare us. What's gonna happen if we move on from here? It's either we go up there or we go down there. So what's gonna happen? What's the worst that could happen to us? We go up there or we go down there. I know that Charlie's up there, so that's really that.